Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Welcome to Talking F1 with me, Lampies, and thanks for being here. So today we're talking about the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's just going to be a review and what my thoughts was on the race, and yeah, the Red Bull Mercedes comparison, what I have learned from the first race. So as always, remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. So the race started off with Sergio Perez, which already had a bad starting position after not going through to Q3 and starting 11th on the grid, where his engine or actually his electronics just cut out on him. And yeah, he had to start from the pits, so they had to do another formation lap. At the start of the race, yeah, good start from both Lewis and also Max, and yeah, actually quite a good start from Leclerc, which as you can see already put pressure on Valtteri at the first corner. Then, just as the race started, uh, Mazepin uh, got too happy on the throttle and spun the car around and crashing in a barrier. Then we started with a safety car that, and at lap 4 we started again. At turn 4, Mick Schumacher also too happy on the throttle, spun his car around, and also I think it was Gasly, one of the Alpha Tauri riders, front wing just hit against Daniel Ricciardo's car, and we had a virtual safety car. So the start of the race was quite intense, not actually intense, quite. I wanted them to race from the start, no incidents, but as you know, first race of the season, there is going to be incidents. So from lap 4, actually you can say lap 4, end of lap 4, the race just went off. And yeah, here in the middle of the race, we also lost Alonso, which he actually had a good race in the beginning, but he started to, drop positions, and they had to retire the car. So yeah, he's out, but Alonso, qualified ninth, and he showed that he still got it after being away for I think 2 years. So yeah, and Mazepin was also the one car that was out. So two retirements, not too bad. But yeah, let's start at what happened. So Max was leading the race, you know, and yeah, first I thought he was going to win, but yeah, Lewis won. Congrats to him. Um, Actually, I think Max should have won it. I don't know if you guys, you know, um, agree with me, but yeah, I think Max, could have won this, and yeah, but let's talk about your strategy. So Mercedes stopped first with Lewis, and he he done the undercut. So I thought next lap Max will come in and you know follow the strategy. So Lewis went from the medium to the hard, and Max, I thought he was also going to go from the medium to the hard, but his engineers told him to stay out, and he stayed out for a few laps more, and then he went to a second set of new mediums. So it's always going to be a free pit stop race on this track because of the rear degradation on the tires you have. So then I thought, no, it was over. Hamilton is going to take this one. There is no way that Max could catch up. So um, yeah, went on. Max closed the gap, but not as I thought. I thought, it's going to close the gap on a new set of medias, on a set of hards, which are all younger than a set of hards that's on Lewis' car. And, he gained, and Lewis stopped again, and he put on another set of hards, and that was his set he was going to finish. Max uh, led the race, and then he also went to a set of new odds, and he was chasing down Lewis. So in the end, long story short, Max, it was like 3 laps left, and Max went for the move on turn 4, and on the outside, it's always going to be difficult. He went too wide, over track limits, past Lewis, and on the straight, where the next DRS is, I think it's turn 8 or something, um, yeah, he had to give back the position, which is fair play for Max. He could just have gone off and raced, but fair play. And when Lewis passed him, Max was on his tail. But I think Max got too excited. Don't know if the turbulent air of the Mercedes caused him, but you could see the tail of Max's car stepping out. And he lost time, and in the end, he couldn't catch up again, and he lost the race. What I think about Mercedes, Red Bull, to be honest, I think on tracks with more corners and more flowing corners, like let's go Monaco, you know, talking here about Barcelona, it's that kind of tracks. I think the Red Bull has the upper hand. That's what I saw in this race. You could see in the second sector, Max score was just his balance was just on an other level than Lewis, and you could see there the Red Bull just stand out. But on the straights, Mercedes still has a power unit that beats the the Red Bull. So it's so early in the season, you can't predict it. But I think personally, it's going to be really close. But in the end, I think I don't want to say it, but I think Lewis is going to take this one home and do the record of 8 championship. Now, I do want Max to win this. Don't get me understand. Don't misunderstand me. But it's a you know early prediction. I think Mercedes still has it, but it's going to be a tough fight, and that's what we want. But I want more. I want another team because it's now just these 2 teams. Ferrari not bringing it yet. Better race than last year, I think, but personally, they don't have the pace. McLaren is still faster than them, and I do think, you know, they're I they're at the moment they're the fourth best team in this out of the 10 teams. So maybe fifth. We will see. My driver of the day definitely Sergio Perez. Started at the back, um, came in off the first lap, put on a new set of mediums, and he fought and finished fifth. Well done to him. If he brings it in the next race, which is Imola, he is definitely, you know, it's going to be much more closer between Mercedes and Red Bull because, Sergio couldn't help Max by holding Lewis a bit back, working the team game. So it made it a bit difficult for Max. But yeah, definitely, definitely, you can see Sergio Perez right choice by Red Bull to sign him. And I think he's gonna definitely be on the podium a few times this year. Then also Lando Norris, had a great race in top fourth. But what do you expect? McLaren, Mercedes, they just brought this year. McLaren when they got the Mercedes power unit, you just see, Mercedes is at the top in engines and all that stuff. Then let's quickly just go down the order. Yuki Tsunoda, what a awesome race he had. Finishing the points ninth, and like on his debut, that is not anyone that does that. So well done to the young guy. Then let's just quickly go down. you know, Disappointing race from Vettel. Really, I thought he could do better than that, but yeah, he didn't show. Yeah, firstly he got the penalty. He started last on the field because he didn't obey double waved yellows. So Yeah, and then he just had a disappointing race, you know. Um, not, you know, not finishing, finishing 15th, which I think the Aston Martin, it seems it has the power. I think they, you know, they're definitely a point finishing team. Quickly, I just saw, didn't, okay, so let's just go. So did not finish. Nicholas Latifi didn't finish, and also uh, Pierre Gasly. Sorry, I didn't know they didn't also finish, but there they are. All in all, I think it was a great season opener. Mercedes are on top, and I think this is going to be one of the more exciting seasons. 2020 was really exciting, but I think this season is also going to be rot exciting. A lot of people on the podium that we, you know, don't see there often, hopefully. And, I'm a big Ferrari fan. I hope Ferrari can maybe, win a couple of races or at least finish on the podium. So, yeah, that's all from me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And, yeah, check you next time with a prediction of the next race and all that stuff.